President Akufo-Addo on Monday morning started facilitating a dialogue between President Faure Gnassingbe and the Coalition of Togolese opposition parties in Togo's capital, Lome. The Lome dialogue is the outcome of several meetings held over the past 7 months between the various political actors aimed at finding a lasting solution to the ongoing political impasse in the former French colony. And Akufo-Addo asked the parties involved to be guided always by the interests of Togo and the Togolese people in a bid to bring lasting peace to that country.
In September last year, there have been a series of protests in the former French colony, with opposition parties calling for a return to the country's constitution, which imposes limits on presidential terms. Some Togolese nationals are said to have lost their lives as a result of the recent situation in their country. Some of the Togolese living in Ghana also staged some protests in solidarity to the opposition parties in their country. President Akufo-Addo is perceived to have been silent on the issue, but the president has indicated that he has been meeting the feuding parties behind closed doors, the culmination of which is the Lome dialogue. President Akufo-Addo noted that his job and that of the facilitation team is to assist in the process of finding a lasting solution to the problems in Togo. The facilitation team is composed of the Minister for National Security, Mr. Albert Kandapa, Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs, Mr. Charles Oredu, Ghana's Ambassador to Togo, Mr. Kwesi Owusu-Yeboah, Ambassador at Large, Dr. Edward Mahama, and former Secretary to President Kufuor and an experienced retired diplomat, Mr. D.K. Osei. President Akufo-Addo says the desire of the Togolese people is for them to live a better life, enjoy peace, security and freedom, and to live in a country governed by the rule of law and principles of democratic accountability. For President Akufo-Addo, all the political actors have strived to fulfill such desires.
It is this dialogue that will determine the future of this country. And it is important that it is the Togolese themselves, and not any outside forces, that will determine the future of your country. It's extremely important for all of us to recognize that the destinies of our nations are in our own hands, and that therefore whatever emerges out of this dialogue represents the solutions that the Togolese people are looking for. What therefore is required of us on this occasion? It is that for all those who are assembled here, recognize that in a dialogue, the spirit of accommodation, the spirit of compromise has to be at the very forefront of the preoccupations of everyone.
The Ghanaian president held a dialogue with the Faure Gnassingbe-led government and the Coalition of 14 Togolese opposition parties. He said the dialogue would determine the future of Togo.
My job, and the job of the facilitation team that has come from my country, is to assist in that process, to help in that process. I don't have a position in this matter. Despite all the links between us, I am not a Togolese, and therefore I cannot have a position in this matter. I can only assist in bringing about, hopefully, a durable solution to the problems of your country.
The Lome dialogue follows an earlier closed-door meeting with President Gnassingbe over the crisis in Togo in October last year. That meeting, according to President Akufo-Addo, was held in the hope of stabilizing that country. In 2005, when political crisis erupted in Togo, over 100,000 people from the country ended up in Ghana as refugees. No one wants to witness a recurrence of that situation.